Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So as you see, we have 3 groups to choose from here. I am using Tatiana's fortune cards, so you can pause the video if you need more time to pick. Otherwise you can choose from the thumbnail, the timestamps, or some combination thereof. We've got the bear for group 1, we've got the tower for group 2, and we've got the stork for group 3. Okay? Bear in mind that the meanings of these cards vary from traditional tarot, and I am going to go ahead in a moment and just kind of read what each one means across the board here, because these kind of cards are meant to be read as a group. However, I am going to read them intuitively as well and use them as the markers for each of the groups. So the bear is meaning something big, something strong, and it can represent boldness and positivity. So kind of like what you would think of regarding a bear, something big, strong, and positive. We've got the tower here. It's a powerful card. It's an occult card, right? In that way it's similar to tarot, but it represents here long life or something from the past, someone older. So maybe you're dealing with someone from the past. Maybe you're going to grow old with this person. It could be somebody older. And we've got the stork. I think we all think of the stork carrying the baby, so then there could be some sort of connection with that. Otherwise, this is about loyalty, travel, and an important occasion, okay? So that's what it's looking like here. That's what we've got. And let's get started with group 1. Okay, welcome group 1. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So let me get your cards out. I think I'm going to use the Mythic Tarot. If I can just extricate it from the other cards that it's sticking to here. And set these to the side. Go ahead and think about your person of interest. The one you came to the reading for. If you don't have anyone, this can be somebody that's coming in. I'm going to very carefully shuffle these cards. They still smell new. I just love that. They smell brand new, and these cards are like over 40 years old. Just about 40 years old. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? I am so lucky. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to jump in. 5-card spread like I usually do, looking at you and your person of interest, feelings towards each other, the outcome, what's likely to happen in the situation. We'll get some messages from this person and advice as I'm guided to. So for my viewers who chose this group, let's see what's going on. Got the Ace of Wands. So you could have had a false start with this person. Things maybe aren't going the way that you want them to. You could have a passionate desire for this person. You could be dealing with a strong masculine energy. You did pick the bear, or you're that energy, because we all have masculine and feminine within us. You could have strong fire in your chart. Either way, somebody here could have that, so it could be your person. And this is showing like your passionate desire for this person, desire for a passionate new beginning. Maybe this is a new connection. This is something that you're starting. It even represents like your inspiration, okay, to take action on some sort of new idea or the urge to create something new. And it is related to your person of interest, right? So you could be dealing with an Aries, because you just noticed the I just noticed the ram on him and things like that. He's also holding the world or the globe, so you could be dealing with somebody Saturnian with strong Saturn placement in their chart, or Capricorn. So that's what we're getting there. What is the situation between the two of you? We've got Justice. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. We're going to get this person's feelings for you as well. We've got Death. Okay. So, excuse me. Okay, it looks like you are dealing with somebody that has walked away. We've got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. You're wanting a new beginning, hence why you want a new beginning, right? If things were still together, and like I said at the start, this could be a false start where it looked like it was really going to get going and then it just never progressed. If for that to come out, and then the Death and the Justice, that tells us that something has ended, okay? Something has ended or is ending. So if this isn't your reading, if it doesn't sound like your situation, feel free to choose another group or check out the playlists linked down below. There is some sort of a karmic connection between the two of you, quote unquote karmic maybe. Doesn't have to be, but all relationships, have some version of cause and effect, which is what karma basically is. So some karma going on between the two of you. And also, you could be a Libra or have it strong in your chart. You could be on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. But regardless, this is a situation of finding like the truth in a situation, things seem to be in balance. Like, yes, you could have some legal troubles, or there could be something legal happening between the two of you. That's also a possibility here. But maybe there's just a sense of closure that needs to take place. Something that needs to happen in order for you to truly move on. There is this need for clear understanding, something to, like, what led this relationship to this place. Like, there is a need for that. There could be some lingering issues, like if you are moving out of their place or vice versa, they need to come pick up more of their stuff, like they haven't completely picked up everything, for example. The divorce papers are not signed yet, that kind of thing. So, but especially if this is an ex, this is about, getting closure, basing it in truth and fairness. This is going to be important to, your healing and your ability to move forward, okay? And for those that it is a newer connection, it does feel like, fairness is extremely important in the situation. Mutual understanding is extremely important in the situation. Somebody here has that as a high expectation, and if it's not honest and fair, if there isn't proper mutual respect or healthy boundaries, then there is trouble ahead. So maybe things are going great. Maybe you're treating this person great, but they're going through some sort of a tower moment, some sort of unexpected turmoil, and they're having to walk away from this for a while. Maybe they have decided that, they're seeing things differently, basically, okay? And they have gotten over like a period of stagnation. They've tuned into their intuition, and they're finally surrendering to the fact that, what was once working for them isn't working for them anymore, and what they're being offered is maybe not, what they're wanting, or not enough anymore, okay? Maybe what they have to offer you is just not enough. So we can dive a little bit more deeply into this person's feelings. We're just talking right now about the dynamic between the two of you. It's definitely some sort of karma walking away. I am picking up on somebody walking away from the situation, and it's usually based on, disillusionment. So somebody is course correcting. They want to go towards their happiness. You want to go towards your happiness, that kind of thing, and it wasn't where it is here. That might mean that the patterns that existed between the two of you, just weren't working for one or both of you. So it can be about ending those patterns, right? Choosing to approach this from a different angle. This can be a death of bad habits, a death of something, very rarely does it mean physical death. It means transformation. So it's about a big change, and it feels like it's something that's been thrust upon the connection. So it could have been like shocking or surprising, whatever this upset is. With that being said, you still feel good, positive towards this person. You're thinking about a new beginning. Like, even if you don't feel positive towards them, you're feeling positive in general towards your future. You might be seeing this person getting their karma. Could have resulted in some sort of upheaval in their life, something that's forcing them to change their ways. But either way, what this person's feeling towards you is that they are changing, okay? And it feels like it has to do with meeting you, like you were the one that came in to wake this person up, maybe, or to help them change, right? Remember I said about karma? So it could be, that's what you came together to do. It does feel like this person feels like this experience is changing them, that they are entering into a new era of their life. I think you have helped this person to shed some of their beliefs. You helped them to get clear, whereas before I feel like they were a bit muddled, a little bit scared or intimidated about what they're seeing and their potential paths forward, and just kind of like their own feelings might have been intimidating, and now they're like clear about things, and you're a big part of that, okay? So it's like this person had some baggage that was holding them back, and they don't have that anymore. So depending on your situation, because I'm reading for a lot of different people, so it will vary, but this might be good news for establishing a relationship, especially if this is a newer one, because it means that this person is leaving things behind and ways of being behind that no longer serve them, and you're like a big part of the reason why they're changing. But for a lot of you, have to be honest, it feels like it's changing in another direction. This person's got his back to the King or the Ace of Wands. I'm assuming it's the King of Wands, but the Ace of Wands. And it's like a done deal, like a decision has been made. So if you are in a relationship with this person is thinking about ending the relationship. And I feel like it already has happened with the Tower, but if it hasn't, this is being forewarned, you know, that this is likely to happen. So they could be just kind of accepting that changes need to be made, and maybe, you know, changing out of this relationship would be the best path for them to take. They want to be a more positive person, like no matter what. Things will not be the same as they have been. Even if you stay together, it's not going to be the same, because to have a stronger, healthier relationship, people need to embrace times like this where change is taking place. The foundation is going to be different. It's not going to be the same that it was before, which it can be a good thing. If it was rotten before, it's maybe not going to be rotten anymore, or it could be a bad thing. Things were okay and now they're not. Yeah, so, and if this is somebody that you know you've broken up with, just remember that, you know, when one door closes, a new one opens. It's a chance for a new beginning. You're in that energy of new beginning, and this person is embracing this change. So they're not really looking back, they're looking forward, and you should be doing the same. Okay, that's kind of the message that's coming through with that. Hard as it may be to hear for some. So maybe I should have put a trigger warning before, but I don't know, you know, I'm reading the cards as I go as well. I'm learning as what's happening here, and the same as you are. So hopefully it's not triggering anyone. I intend that whoever watches this is in a place to receive this information well and in a way that will help them. So just bottom line, relationships changed and not going back to the way that it was. How else does this person feel? Yep, 8 of Cups. Moving on, they've been disillusioned by the 7 of Cups, and they've seen the light. Now they realize they have to course correct. Their happiness was not what they thought it was, and you know, that could be to do with you, or it could just be, you know, they've changed their minds about what they wanted. The 7 of Cups is a card of confusion and not knowing what you want. That's why I always say that confused people are a time waster, you know, in love especially. And so this person kind of like, you helped them to see what they want, but now that's not aligning with, you know, the relationship anymore. So it does feel overall like this person is thinking that, you know, maybe the grass is greener on the other side. You know, they're fantasizing about other paths in their life they might take, and it's like they've taken action, or the universe has come in and kind of made them take action, like something happened, like something surprising, unexpected happened, because the foundation of the relationship wasn't good. So it just depends on whatever decisions they decide to make. You know, they're still searching for their purpose in life. They feel undecided, but now it's like they're moving more towards whatever purpose they thought that they had. So yeah, this person could be feeling like they really do, you know, need to walk away for their own, like, well-being and their own happiness. And so as unfortunate as it might be, and again, if it's you and you're like, this is me, then it's you. Vice versa, it can be vice versa. So just apply it how it resonates. But this person just in some way, shape, or form feels like they're not getting what they want. And, you know, or maybe I do feel it has a lot to do with them feeling like, you know, they want more than you can offer them right now, or they feel like you want more, you know, you want more than they can offer right now. So they just they don't want to be hurt, they don't want to be abandoned, so they might be leaving first before you can do that, if they feel like that's something you might do. And they feel like, you know, they could be running from their feelings. That's a possibility as well. Yeah, this person definitely has some things to work on, you know, emotionally. So what is the outcome? Where is this going? We've got the Sun. So however it might look now, the Sun is a very welcome card, because it does say that, you know, things are going to get much, much better. Okay, so it softens all the other cards in the deck, and it lets us know that clarity is coming, happiness, positivity, fun, joy in the sun, like good times are ahead. Like good times are coming. So we like to see, you know, that this clarity is here because there was some confusion emotionally regarding your person of interest. So this can indicate, you know, that however emotionally confused they are right now, they're going to come out of that. And if this is ended, right, whether you've ended it, this person's ended it, it was probably for the best. Like, you're going to see that it was unsatisfying, something that maybe you once clung to and valued highly, but you let it go, and, you know, in doing so, you know, you find new happiness and greater happiness. So this is an ideal outcome for whatever it is that whatever that means for you, but it has to do with, like, the higher or highest good of the situation. So you might not immediately see, you know, how good this is, that it's not going to work out, or that it's ending, because, you know, it's hard. It says, like, you maybe have been clinging to something that isn't working, but this is saying that leaving it behind, and we see that that's happening with all of these cards, that's going to actually be something that is much better for you. And so the pain that you might feel now, or whenever this happened, or whenever this does happen, the pain that you will feel will very soon feel like a distant memory. So it's great. And you can indicate too that, you know, I don't know, maybe a Leo is coming into your life, or somebody that's strong in their chart. You could have that. But this is such a positive card that, you know, it's something that you want to embrace when it happens, because when this positivity comes into your life, and you'll know it, it's just gonna be a huge shift, like from feeling, you know, like you're missing someone, or, you know, you're still looking to someone. It's going to go from feeling that energy to being completely happy and completely fulfilled and positive, and feeling the love, and just feeling like you're having a good time in life, feeling good. And it's going to be a noticeable shift when this happens. For whatever reasons conspire to come together to make this sun energy the outcome, that you're going to know it. You're going to be very clear, like, oh, this is what she was talking about. I feel it. It's great. And it's super exciting. So it does feel like maybe some of you have already met someone new, and you're still maybe kind of looking back at somebody else. Maybe it's saying that this new person or someone new is coming in. It's going to be an amazing first date, or the dating part of the relationship, you know, as far as we can see so far, is going to be great. And you're just going to realize that you guys are crazy about each other. And yes, it can mean that this person, you know, in some way, shape, or form could be that person in the outcome. But I'm not really seeing that with all of these other cards, okay? So let's go ahead and get you some guidance. And if this reading is resonating, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep it going, okay? Let's see, I'm just looking for what deck I want to use. I guess I can use the Moonology again. I think I used that last week for the first time in months. So what is the advice for the viewer regarding this reading? And we'll get some messages from this person. Remember, guys, this is a general reading, and I do hope it resonates for your highest good. If not, you can always get a private reading from me. That contact information is in the description box. We've got the answers you need are coming. So yeah, you still are looking to the situation for something, for clarity. And what did I say? I said that, you know, the clarity is coming. The sun is about shining light on a situation. When the sun is high in the sky, there are no shadows. Like, you see everything, and you're going to see everything, okay? My fishies out there, you might want to meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So some of you might need that. To feel, you know, comforted, or to get some sort of a download. That's usually why we need to meditate, is to connect with source, the sun. So by meditating, you can align with the sun energy and guarantee its arrival, but it's already being shown in your reading anyway. What is the advice for the viewer? I decided to get you a Romance Angels card anyway, as well. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, you're definitely, you guys came together to learn something, play out some karma perhaps, maybe to help this person to open their heart and and I think it's both of you. Like, even if it's hurtful and didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, the ultimate lesson that you're receiving from this situation is to open your heart and to feel that it is safe to love, because that's what's going to align you with the energy of all that is, right? With the Creator, is being in alignment with love, and you do that through an open heart. And so it's saying too that, you know, however hard this is, you're still in the Ace of Wands energy. That's a positive energy. It's like you've learned that lesson, and you've helped this person to learn that lesson as well. So it's like I can have like my heart open and it can not work out for me, or even my heart can get broken, and I can still recognize the value of remaining, you know, with an open heart and allowing love into my heart, and allowing myself to love, and not getting jaded and not closing down, and that I am strong enough to endure blows to my heart and still keep it open. Like, that's the ultimate strength. This is guiding you to say forgiving and learning. So forgiveness will be needed. You know, this is disappointing. But learning also, maybe you've already forgiven, cool. There's still something to be learned here. You're still learning. And this advice is coming for a reason, so take it as it resonates. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So if you want more love in your present moment, then you need to release the past. But let's go ahead and get some cards from this person before taking it to group 2. What would this person say to the viewer if they had no filter? Okay, we've got, honestly, I want to come into and out of your life as I please, even if it bothers you. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have judgment. I fancy myself an excellent judge of character. Then I unfairly prejudge you before learning more about you. Okay? So it could be that, you know, you are the bee's knees. And this person's first impression was, you know, that you are that person, but, you know, they've talked themselves out of it. And this goes along with, its judgment goes along with justice. They're both about judging. So this person is basically admitting that they are judging you, or they have judged you, or prejudged you. And that's part of the lesson that they're learning, is to not to do that to people. That they're not the great judge of character that they thought that they were, and that they need to, you know, realize that and do better. Okay, is that all we're doing? If I could find the cards I'm looking for. I guess I'm not meant to read any more cards right now, since I can't find them. Oh, here they are. Spoke too soon. We'll stop hiding then. All right. Mouthy cards. Okay. So, one more message from this person, please, for the viewer. Main takeaway for the viewer. I compensate for my abandonment issues by doing it first. Okay? You can't make this stuff up. I said that before, that this person may have abandoned this relationship. They may have walked away so that they could do it before you could do it to them. They're admitting to abandonment issues. So they compensate for that by walking away first. So if this person walked away from you, they're admitting to that and why they did it. That's what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and keep it going. And I am going to take it to group 2. Thanks for watching. All right. Welcome, Group 2. So if you chose the Tower, this is your reading. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the Angel Tarot cards that I was recently gifted. So go ahead and think about your situation. We're going to go ahead and look at the combined energy between you and your person of interest, your feelings for each other, the future. We get some advice, some messages. So for my Group 2s, those who chose the Tower, what is going on in their situation? What do they need to know right now? Wow. So you could be an earth sign or have it strong in your chart. You could be a Gemini, have that strong, or they could. Energies can be switched or vice versa. You're coming across as the lover, Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships, carefully weighed decisions, good health. Things are good. You're in love with this person, okay? I'd be surprised if you weren't literally in love with this person. You could simply feel like it's a spiritual connection, like you've known them before. There's something special between the two of you if this is a newer connection. But when the Lovers comes out, I mean, it's basically screaming of somebody that's in love, especially, you know, in a romance reading. So, again, my viewers are feeling quite positively towards a person of interest, whoever they came to the reading for. Your feelings are the strongest that I have seen on the channel in a little while, okay? In terms of how the viewer feels towards their person of interest. Because this just indicates that. Like in an ideal relationship, the Lovers in the light aspect would be somebody that you can have an open and honest conversation with, because it is, you know, Gemini energy. And if this is somebody that, again, that you just met, then you feel like you can have a meaningful relationship with them pretty soon. And that seems to be what you're looking for, or what you're thinking you can have with this person. And I just definitely get like, you might have another option or something, but you feel like choosing this person. Like this is someone you feel very passionately about. You feel confident that this person is your soulmate, that you guys could make a great team. If you don't feel this way about this person, choose another group or check out a playlist link down below for a different reading. Because this is all about feeling like this person is it, you know? Feeling like this person is everything, basically. And that this is going to grow stronger with time, or that it has grown very strong. You know, like for example, if you are in a relationship, there is a renewal of passion going on here for some reason. Like you feel like you're headed towards even deeper commitment, deeper love. And whoever, even if this is somebody you're not with anymore, you still feel passionately about them. You still think about this person a lot. You still consider them your soulmate. You feel like that connection was very strong and you miss it. And yeah, so hopefully, you know, that's not, you know, they're not an ex or something, because I can tell that you still love this person very much. So let's see what the situation is between the two of you, what's going on. We've got Unity, number 5. Okay, so major arcana cards coming out, major messages for you, my Group 2s. So you could be a Taurus or have that strong in your chart. This is the Hierophant, okay? And it's about traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So you could be seeking out, you know, help with regard to what you're thinking and feeling about this person, or getting advice. You're here at this tarot reading, so that does show that, you know, you're into getting advice about the situation. You could be getting a private or personal reading too. But this is a traditional energy, so you could have a traditional relationship with this person. And with the Lovers and the Hierophant here, it feels like you certainly feel like this person could be your life partner, your spouse. Maybe they already are. But I just think you're both kind of gathering knowledge on things. You do feel like it's a spiritual connection, like there's something more here than meets the eye, like it's not an ordinary connection, and you both feel that way. But there is some sort of energy of, wanting to keep things on the level of, do we share the same values? Do we want to commit? Are we committed to the same types of things? Do we have the same respect for tradition? Or, are our traditions, the same or similar enough to make this work? Like principles, are there similar principles? Do you have just things like that? When it comes to marriage, what does that look like for the two of you? Do you have the same idea when it comes to marriage? Because there's this traditional aspect here, and a need for whoever's more strongly resonating with this Hierophant energy is somebody that really is traditional. It's a very traditional energy. That's the word that you see when you see the five, the Hierophant. In this deck, unity. That's the word that comes to mind the most. Traditional. So it's a traditional vibe between the two of you. Yeah. So that's mostly what I'm getting with that. It's like if this, is somebody that it's not working out with or hasn't worked out with, it's to do with values. A difference in values, difference in spirituality, a difference regarding the traditional dynamics. Yeah, there would definitely need to be some sort of help, like mentorship, on getting on the same page, premarital counseling from your pastor or from your priest, that kind of thing. And I use those examples because we're talking about the Hierophant. Okay, so how does this person feel about you? The Dreamer. Okay, the Fool. And these are all major arcana, and I have shuffled these cards a bunch of times, so I know that they have been shuffled. And I know that it's not, this is a very spiritual connection. Some of you could consider this person your twin flame, definitely your soulmate. There's something about coming into union with one another. There could be extremes in the connection that you need to bring in balance. That's important. Patience would be needed, but all of this would be in service of coming into union with someone. Now, what that looks like will depend on your specific situation. People come together with soulmates all the time doesn't necessarily mean that it's meant to be forever, or that it's a romantic connection, because the Hierophant can talk about, friendship as well. But it generally talks about spiritual connection, soulmates, and what is the purpose? It talks about purpose. So what is the purpose of this? We can see that you're basically in love. Is this person feeling the same way? The Fool is basically saying that this person does feel the same way. They feel like you set them free. They feel like, at the very least, very positively towards you. And I just realized that that's Aquarius energy, so this can be a Taurus and Aquarius relationship, which interestingly, they're both fixed signs, so I guess that can kind of make sense that, I have seen many Taurus and Aquarius relationships in my life, and most of them have lasted. So I'm just putting that out there for whoever that might resonate with. But this person feels very happy when they're with you. They feel relaxed. They feel carefree. This person, when they think about you, you make them feel like taking spontaneous action, right? Taking a risk. Being true to their free spirit. You help them to be more true to themselves, and you just help them be in touch with their inner child more, and you make them feel like a kid again, like puppy love crush kind of things as well. So you just really you stimulate this person's imagination, their curiosity, their sense of wonder. They're seeing potential everywhere. It's like you have affected this person in a way, you've really gotten them back in touch with the core of who they are, their inner child, and you're making them believe again in new beginnings. and impossibilities. So this person, even if this is someone very new, this person feels like they're in love with you, okay? This person feels like they're falling in love with you at the very least, and they're falling for you, okay? We see the Fool, and he's on a cliff. He's on a cliff for a reason. He's about to walk off this cliff and fall for you. So this is the kind of energy that we see when somebody has butterflies in their stomach, when they feel that rush of infatuation, when they meet someone new. It's very like early stages type energy, regardless of how long you have been together, how long you've been knowing each other. So their feelings are really good towards you. Like, they feel wonderful. The caution with the Fool, you know, he is the dreamer, so his feelings might not be that long lasting. That's yet to be seen, okay? If this is a new relationship especially, so being forewarned is forearmed. This person could lose that steam of the initial infatuation, that initial excitement, you know, that they feel with you right now. So only time will tell what's going to happen with that. But if, you know, you have been together for a while, it's just like this person is feeling like a renewal in their feelings towards you, like their feelings have been rekindled, and like they're seeing you through a new light, okay? It's like they're seeing you as someone that can make them settle down, basically, because the Fool is, you know, like the kite, and the Hierophant is like the rock, right? Very different, but if you tie the kite to the rock, then they work together and it works. So that's kind of thing, like they're seeing things through a new lens. They could be considering commitment, whereas they didn't consider that before. So it's definitely looking like, you know, this is a sign for new beginning, passionate new beginning, especially if you are in a long-term committed relationship or marriage. And even if it's somebody, you know, from your past that you're not currently with, they still have those old feelings for you, and it feels like something has happened to reignite those. So maybe you know what that is, but they are seeing you through a new light, and they are thinking about you, like imagining being with you, and it just, the memories bring them joy and happiness, and they could be reaching out to you very soon, because this is somebody that takes a risk, you know, takes a leap of faith, and they do want to spend more time with you. And so I think that this person very likely is wanting to test the waters with you if things have not been so good, okay? So, oops, just dropped something. That's okay. I'm always dropping stuff over here. Let's get an outcome card. What's going to happen? We got the Strength card. Number 11 again. So 6 plus 5 plus 0 comes to 11. And then we've got 11 again. Some of you could be seeing 1111 on the clock a lot. You could be a Leo or have that strong in your chart. But the Strength card backs up everything that I was saying. It's a card that talks about somebody not being on the market for marriage, for example, like not thinking about settling down, but then they meet, you know, that one person that they would settle down with. Like, that changes the game for them. And I feel like your person is kind of like the Fool, or on this card, the Tiger in the situation. And you're being divinely guided to be the Empress. And so you have a handle on things. Like, you just kind of know how to handle this person, however that came about. You know, you just have an intuitive sort of understanding of how to tame this person, how to deal with them, how to create like peaceful resolutions in the connection. And so it's a very good energy. So this is somebody that makes a wonderful partner. And this is the indication of things getting calm. So even if it looks like, you know, maybe this person is not the most steady or too free-spirited to be committed at some point, or they're inconsistent. Yeah, they have those traits. They're certainly coming across that way. But with the Strength and the Hierophant right on top of each other, this is showing us that lessons are being learned, and ultimately the direction this is headed toward is a very gentle, mature relationship that is full of like, you know, attraction, but also self-restraint, you know, moral character. If this is talking about a person, I feel for some of you that it is, you know, this is like a dreamy person And it could be that this person's dreaming that you are this way, they're the dreamer, but I feel like this is your person. So if it doesn't sound at all like the person you came to the reading for, we could be talking about somebody that's coming in. This is a dreamboat. If it's a woman, she's gentle, she's wise, sexy, intelligent, and confident. This is the card of the grown-up relationship. So it's about like emotional intelligence, someone that you can introduce your friends and family to and feel proud of doing that. We did have at the bottom of the deck also the Knight of Earth, which is the Knight of Pentacles, loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. And that is the vibe that I am getting from this person or this energy in the outcome here for you, is that kind of a person, okay? So someone, the Knight of Pentacles, someone that you would be proud to bring home to meet mom, and so is the Strength in the high vibration. So I don't have any indication that there should be any worry about what vibration this is in. It's mostly coming across positively. And this is just someone that doesn't run at the first sign of trouble. This is a gentle but firm person. And I feel like you are as well, like as the lovers, or maybe you're both like that, or will be in the future here. So, yeah, this is somebody that is not a pushover. They might be gentle, but they're confident. And when push comes to shove, they're not a pushover. So don't mistake that for boring, because if you do, you might be the one that has intimacy issues at that point. But if you know that this is a very good energy. Like if you want someone that you can settle things with, if you have a conflict, you can figure it out in a gentle and mature and cooperative manner, peaceful manner. If you want someone that's good at disarming you and coming up with peaceful resolutions, if you're somebody that needs to pop off to feel alive or to feel passionately, this might not be the person for you. So this is definitely, those are signs of intimacy issues. So maybe, somebody needs to hear that. Ultimately here though, I am feeling like a passionate experience is in the cards for you, and but it's going to be something that is reciprocated. So I think it's going to be very kind and warm, and people all involved will want like a very good outcome, like wanting the best outcome for each other, mutually beneficial situations. Yeah, I guess that's the key term for this that would work the best for the Strength card. Mutually beneficial situation, okay? And it's really good. It's just, everyone's gonna play nice and use self-control and maturity and do the right thing and handle it like a boss. That's essentially what this card means in the outcome. So if this reading is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and keep it going. And if you'd like a private reading, as that's the best way to look into your specific energy and situation, my contact information is in the description box. And we're going to get some messages from this person. If they had no filter, if they had no fear, what would they say? If I could get this to go in there. There we go. We've got yes. Thank you for the confirmation. They're coming across very affirmatively. And then we've got, we may be opposites, but if we try, we can make a potent combination. It's possible we'll end up together. So again, optimistic, affirmative. What else would this person say? And the Empress and the Lion on the Strength card are opposites, right? They're opposites but equal. And so that makes sense with that. And okay, we got some more 5 energy. In fact, 5 and 5. So 5 is an energy of conflict, stress, but also growth and learning and adventure. So somebody could have that strong in their numbers. In numerology, I enjoy a good intellectual challenge, so playing little mind games with you makes things more fun and interesting for me. So this is that kind of a person, right? That makes sense with the Aquarius energy and the Fool energy. Somebody that likes to be stimulated intellectually, but this person will do it in a playful way, like a teasing way. They probably use puns, or like kind of they're a little cheeky. That kind of vibe is what I'm getting. Let's get another message from this person. So maybe they're just letting you know that, or maybe you already know that. If you had any question about how they mean certain things when they communicate in a teasing way or anything, they do have good intentions and playful intentions behind that. We've got this, the Queen of Swords, and you have a very sweet side, but you won't suffer fools. You cut them out and keep it moving. So this person definitely doesn't want to step on your toes. They know how strong you are, and however sweet and gentle you are, that you can take care of business if you have to. If you have to cut somebody out, you will. You won't suffer fools. See, this is the Fool. The Dreamer is the Fool card. So they're like letting you know, hey, I like to play little mind games, but I don't mean it in a mean way or to do harm. I'm playful like that. It stimulates my mind, and it's fun for me, so please don't cut me out. That kind of thing. Maybe you've done that before, or they're just worried about that, and anyways, that's what they're saying. Okay, so I feel drawn just to get one more card from this deck again. Let's seize the day and have fun. I work hard to play harder. That means sex, action, and adventures. Yes, it's very much in alignment with the energy we're picking up from your person. So that's more confirmation, strong fire sign energy. But regardless of sign, this person wants to seize the day and have fun. So I hope you are the type of person that also likes to have fun, because you're going to be having a lot of it. So this is definitely not going to be dull or boring. This looks like a really fun and rich, a rewarding relationship. And so this person is a hard worker, but they also like to really have fun, like they work hard to play hard kind of vibe. This is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help keep it going. And I am going to take it over to group 3. Thanks for watching. Welcome group 3. So if you chose the stork, this is your reading. So let's see what deck we want to use. We want to use for group 3. Which deck? Which deck? Let's use this one. All right, group 3, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through the nose, nice and slow. And out through the mouth, nice and slow, like you're blowing through a straw. Okay, nice and slow. Think about your person of interest. If you don't have a person of interest, this could be talking about the person next coming into your life. So what's going on in group 3's love life? This is going to be a 5-card spread. Looking at your feelings for each other, the situation, the outcome. We'll get some messages towards the end and some advice. So, this is how you're feeling. Okay, you could be a Gemini or have it strong in your chart. We've got you coming out as the Magician. You could be manifesting this situation or manifesting growth within the situation. So you could already be involved with this person, but you're wanting to grow it. Okay, you could be, or this person, because it can be vice versa. It's a general reading, but somebody here could be acting like, you know, it's all fun and games and there's an interest, and somebody could be presenting like their best self and putting their best foot forward, but in reality they do want to set down some roots and watch them grow. Okay, so that's a vibe that we're getting here, but it does feel like you know, you are an inspiration to whoever you're dealing with, and whoever this Magician is, it's coming out in your energy. Like you feel excited, you feel happy to be alive, you feel creative. It's like you know your purpose, that kind of thing. It's like you have a connection with your soul. Like you have a purpose that comes from deep within, from your soul. So it's all, you also, whether you know it or not, have an effect on people to help them feel more confident about themselves. And whoever you're in a relationship with will pick up on your confidence, and that will rub off on them as well. So if you don't feel like this, again, can be vice versa, but this is what's coming through. Say, I do feel like you have a vision for where you want to go. And if you're with someone, or if you're here for someone, you have a vision for that relationship, okay? You could actually have fallen like head over heels in love with the person that you're here for, or at the very least you're just wanting to take it to the next level, whatever that means for you. This is kind of similar to a previous reading where the Fool came out, but unlike the Fool, the Magician's feelings go beyond butterflies and initial infatuation. This is somebody that can communicate. You can communicate with each other, okay? Communication is big with you. Maybe you're just a really good communicator. You're looking for someone you can do that with. Maybe you feel like this is the one you can do that with. Just this energy of excitement, a desire to be with someone that you can have a mutually satisfying relationship with, one that shared, one where you share a common vision, I guess would be the right way to say that. So if the AC is too loud, like I keep saying in all my videos, all summer long, it's going to be loud, so you can hit mute and turn on the closed captionings, okay? If it bothers you, I don't even hear it. What is the situation? We've got the Star. So this could be Gemini and Aquarius relationship. Doesn't have to be. All right, I have to look at the back here. Yeah, there's some romance going on back here. It does feel like you both are trying to see things from a higher perspective, and it seems like you both are aware that, and maybe, especially if it is the earlier stages of a connection, but even if it's an older connection, you still feel it still feels kind of new. I'm sorry, this is not the Star. This is the Empress, which is what I thought initially, but then I saw the Star and it threw me off. But I still stand by that it could be an Aquarius or whatnot, because things happen for a reason, and so that was meant to be said. But I do feel like you feel, or the connection feels like it's serious. So this could be your spouse. This could be someone that you've already settled down with, or there's a strong feeling between the two of you that you could actually be the one for each other, okay? Because both of these are major arcanas, and it's like this energy of the Star. I just keep getting Star energy. You wished upon a star, and it's coming to fruition, or you both feel that way right now, or you're manifesting your dream come true, your dream person, your dream woman in this case, because it's the Empress, but most of you are here for a man or a masculine, so your dream man, it's like you're manifesting that. This person could be manifesting you, but also I'm seeing some sort of connection astrologically between the two of you. So maybe you have done a composite chart of the two of you and your person's energy, or that there's some sort of connection there that means that you have a strong connection, but you should already know that just based on what I'm seeing. So I do feel like there is compatibility though in your astrological charts, like some serious compatibility here. So it does feel like you both feel that this is something where it can really grow. Okay, and there's a sense between the two of you, like maybe you're trying to grow a project together, like you're trying to, for example, if you're in business together, work together, trying to grow that. If you're married, you're trying to grow a baby, or just you're trying to grow the relationship. Okay, this is somebody in a relationship that is very prosperous, very comfortable. It's if you're wanting to nurture something new, like a project with this person, or in general, this would be a good time to do it. So I think this connection feels like it has a lot of potential. Like I think you would admit that, your person would admit that. That does feel like a very nurturing, she's the mother of the deck, so it's very nurturing. There's emotional growth here. There's a deep connection happening. Like you feel it. It's on the horizon. You're manifesting it. It's coming in. So you should be feeling it, So, because it is here, and it does show like at least the possibility of a deeply emotional and nurturing relationship that can help you both grow, like mutually beneficial. And you need to have your heart open to fully experience it. As of right now, you both are coming across as having your hearts open to experiencing this love, to nourish the emotional parts of the relationship, and just to kind of expect the best. Expect transformation, expect nurturance from this relationship, which is really beautiful, actually. This is a lovely energy so far. I really like this. So if you know, things have gotten a bit stale, or just if you've been in a relationship with this person for a while, you know, don't be afraid to express love and care. You know, don't take your partner for granted, and vice versa. You know, let them know what you need. If you need them to express more love, care, and nurturing to maintain like the harmony and the growth of the relationship, because that can happen in longer term relationships where people stop doing that. It needs to continue, and it's just important because this is a beautiful vibe, and you would want most definitely to keep this going. This is all about harmony, okay? The Magician can be can rock the boat and be a little disharmonious, a little disingenuous, but with the combined energy between the two of you, I'm seeing that there's a lot of growth potential here, and a lot of good communication where people are expressing their feelings, are offering care, are wanting to nurture a healthy relationship, are wanting to make it grow. And if this is someone that you're separated from, which I don't feel like it is for most of you, but if it is, it feels like you both are working on healing and self-care, healing yourselves emotionally especially. And if not, then that's necessary. You need to do that, okay? It's very important to focus on your own well-being and emotional health before trying to have a relationship. This is all about self-care if you're in separation. So allow yourself the time to heal, to nourish your emotional needs, to really focus on that self-love. That's going to be the key to healing, to personal growth, and to love in the future. But us, like I said, this is more of like a loving, nurturing environment for the relationship at present. So who is this person, or how do they feel about you? We've got the King of Cups. Okay, so we've got Mr. Magician, we've got the King of Cups. So this person feels the King of Cups towards you, so that's awesome. Okay, this is somebody you're going to marry, more or less, right? That's really the vibe that I'm getting here, if you're not already married to them. And if you are married to them, then it should be a happy marriage, because this person loves you, and I don't know why it would be any other way. The Gemini energy of the Magician can make it feel like somebody is antsy, somebody has a lot of nervous energy that they have to channel into things, and that can maybe make them overlook like the importance of a relationship. Whoever this energy is, you know, I'm just giving an example of what could maybe rock the boat here, or like what is the worst that I can say about these energies right now, to be fair. Maybe there's a little bit of restlessness, but it's being channeled in a creative way. So as long as that continues to happen, things should be good here. That creative outlet is needed for that nervous tension, for that just that energy, just that mercurial sort of energy that needs a channel. And right now it feels like that channel can be, you know, into the relationship, or it's being placed into the relationship in the manifestation of what one wants, which looks like a commitment, a spouse, a happy, harmonious relationship, a loving home, a loving environment, and potentially children. So it depends on, you know, who's here. Not everybody wants children, but you get the gist. Excuse me, you should be getting the gist. I'm losing my voice here. So with that being said, this person just feels very compassionate and understanding towards you. And they understand, like, if ever you make a mistake, they understand, you know, we all make mistakes, that we're only human, and that's also how they feel about themselves. If they ever make a mistake, I'm only human. So this person does love you despite your flaws, okay? And or if this is a newer person, they like you despite your flaws. In the future, this is somebody that will love you despite your flaws. They even find flaws charming, which is a very attractive trait in anyone, right? Somebody that maybe you dislike something about yourself, and they're just like, you're so cute. They compliment it, and they mean it, and you can tell that they sincerely mean it. Like, you're like, really? This thing that I think is so unattractive, you're actually like, you quite love that? Wonderful. So this is this kind of a person. So they just want to make you happy. They want them to make the relationship work, and even if this is someone new, you know, their feelings towards you are very positive. They're already feeling very devoted to you, and it just feels very kind-hearted, this energy, and it feels very understanding, and that they find you very charming. But the Magician and the Empress, including in the King of Cups, these are all charming energies. Like, you guys are some charming people. So this person, you know, finds it charming as well. So, and they come across as very kind-hearted and somebody that will accept and love you, you know, despite your flaws, like I said. And in a relationship, they are somebody that's very devoted, and they will, like, you know, see you through thick and thin, you know, whether you're at your best or at your worst, they're still going to love you. So this is a very emotionally mature person. Like, I'm having a hard time finding anything wrong with this person. If anything, maybe they focus on like running their business sometimes a little too much, or they might spend a little too much, but they have a lot to spend, so, you know, is that really a problem? They, you know, might like their own things and hobbies that they like to do on their own, kind of thing. Like, so I guess if you're clingy, that could be considered an issue for some. But overall, I'm really getting great vibes from this person, and the King of Cups in his highest vibration, and that is someone that is going to love you unconditionally and be emotionally mature and take a level-headed approach to things. And they are just, they feel mature. That's what it feels. It just feels mature. And they feel like they want to be there for you no matter what. So it's just really good, and it looks great for a long-term relationship. Even if this is someone that you're in separation from, you know, they look back at your relationship with a level head. And when they think of you, they feel compassionate and they feel understanding. And this is not someone that's sitting there blaming you or feeling resentful to you about whatever happened between the two of you, and deep down inside they still love you and care about you. So if you were wanting to get back together with this person, this is a good sign and says that it is possible, but, you know, they want to make sure that you're both emotionally mature before you can do that. You know, they would want to make sure that that was something, you know, you're both emotionally mature. So, but I feel with this that that's not going to be a problem, or it isn't a problem. And another reason why is because we've got the Hierophant here in the outcome. So it's definitely, and then underneath that we have the Emperor, natural match to the Empress. They're husband and wife, okay? And the Hierophant, when we have such cards as these, is an indication of commitment and marriage. So if that's what you're wanting, that's where you're heading to with this person. Maybe even if you don't want it, but I don't know why you wouldn't want it, because these cards are beautiful. So this is a wonderful outcome for this reading. And it lets us know that, you know, that this is likely to be headed to, like I said, to marriage. So it's very likely in your future. I mean, it's just positive here. It's very favorable. Commitment is definitely on the table. Even if you don't, you know, put it on paper, legally speaking, you know, it's still a commitment. And it just looks good. I don't know what to tell you. I do feel like one or both of you does like to retreat, is more spiritual. I feel like you guys are both spiritual, but one of you likes to retreat, like your hobbies are a bit different. I feel like one of you is more introverted, the other one more outroverted and more extroverted, or have hobbies that are that way. Like, well, somebody has extroverted hobbies, somebody has introverted hobbies, regardless of what they identify as. They could be an ambivert and still be that way and have those kinds of differences. But I think that, you know, it's a good time to refresh and renew yourself. You know, this is also a card of like a spiritual retreat, to refresh. Like, some of you might need to work on some mother issues or get in touch with your femininity. There could be a key to love, romance, and commitment somewhere rooted in your history, your past. Maybe your inner child hasn't answered the key to something that you might be needing, but that's just an aside. You know, that's really reaching, because there's nothing more to say about this except that it's a happy commitment, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, it's a commitment and it's happy, so it looks good. Let's go ahead and get a card from the Romance Angels, and then we'll get some messages from this person, and then we'll wrap the reading. So it's a guidance or advice. We've got codependency. So if we're wanting somebody that, or if we're wanting to sort of look at a potential downside to this relationship so that we can be constructive and be forewarned so that we can be forearmed, you know, get ahead of it, then the codependency card is coming out. Addictions are affecting your love life. So somebody here could have an addiction or a bad habit that will be affecting the love life. So be aware of that. If it's you, you know, get ahead of it, do what you need to do, get the help, mentorship, and the resources that you need to tackle that. If it's your person, encourage them in that area, or know that's something that you may be needing to contend with. All in all, though, codependency is, I mean, she always just looks like a bored rich woman to me. I mean, so it could just be like, maybe it gets a little too comfortable at times, because the Empress is a very comfortable homebody kind of energy, and that's kind of what this woman on the card looks like. So maybe at times it's going to feel that way. And you know, if things are just so comfortable and good and prosperous and abundant that you feel bored sometimes, well, you know, there are worse things, right? There are worse things it could be. But yeah, just keep the lessons of that in mind. And I feel like this was the main card wanting to come out too, because it's at the bottom of the deck, calling in your soulmate. That matches the Magician energy. So whatever you're doing to call in this soulmate, keep doing it. It's working. Okay, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And let's get some messages here. What would this person say to the viewer if they had no filter? King of Cups again. So just in case you were wondering who this person really is, the person that's coming in for you, whoever this is resonating for, is the King of Cups energy. I have high emotional intelligence, allowing me easy access to my compassion, empathy, and ability to tune into your energy. I love that. Okay, we've got a lot of things coming out right now. Take this one. I love that we don't have to go out all the time. Together we can do absolutely nothing and still enjoy ourselves. See, that's that little homebody energy. You guys might just be so close and so comfortable with each other and so familiar with one another that it can be or become like a codependent relationship in that sense. So remember, familiarity can breed contempt, but again, like I said before, if you guys are comfortable and happy, and that's like the worst you can say about the relationship is that sometimes you're a little too comfortable and a little too happy, then I mean there are far worse things that you could be concerned about. You're lucky. So in other words, you're lucky. And maybe it's going to be your person going to be the one that's like, hey, I just like to stay home, you know, we can just have fun together, we don't need to go out, blah blah blah. But I already said that I saw that one of you might be more extroverted or have more of an more extroverted hobbies or interests that might challenge the relationship sometimes, because one of you is going to want to go out and the other one's maybe not going to want to as much, or something like that, you know. Let's get one more card from this deck. There's that Emperor energy. So we got 2 4s coming out as well. If I'm stern with you, it's only because it's my duty to protect us both from harm. So this person, the masculine, is going to be a little stern, a little firm. They're going to be in that big daddy energy sometimes with you, and it might feel a little harsh or unwelcomed, but ultimately their will is good. So they just want to protect you. They want to do, you know, what's expected of them, what they expect of themselves, in terms of being your man, in terms of being your partner, okay? In terms of playing their role. It feels traditional. So what else would this person say to the viewer if they had no filter? Your voice soothes me, your existence makes me feel better about life. I just want to get one more card. Their first utterance is my name. Life giver. So you guys are probably having children, or at least one child, okay? Their first utterance is my name. So if you're wanting a family, that's on the board. This is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and keep it going. And I will talk to you next time.